What is going on, YouTube? My name is TimProVision. Welcome back. We are approaching 2 weeks since Apex Legends Season 7 was released, and I figured it was time for us to take another look at some tips and tricks for Horizon in Apex. Since the launch of my Horizon guide on launch day, you all have been leaving some great comments with some tips and tricks for Horizon, and I figured it would be a good time to share some of these with everyone. Some of these are more advanced tips, and I would strongly suggest you watch the Master Horizon guide first. The amount of stuff you can do with Horizon's abilities is literally endless, so these are just a few more tips for all of you. If you have any other out of the box or higher tiered play tips and tricks, drop a comment down below. Also, drop a comment and let me know what you think of Apex Legends Season 7 so far. Overall, I think it might be one of the best seasonal launches we have had so far. As for the gameplay, we have finally been getting back into ranked Apex. Obviously, we're still really low tier. We're Silver 2. I think we grinded all the way up to Gold 1 this past weekend. It's been quite some time since we really grinded ranked, and I think you can expect us to be revisiting ranked in Apex Legends very soon. There's something quite special about how fun these early ranked lobbies can be, so I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. It helps quite a lot with getting the video noticed, and subscribe to the channel for more Apex Legends content that is always on the way. The first comment comes from Leon. Leon says, why does nobody understand her passive the correct way? Increased air control equals easier bunny hopping, air strafing, etc. This is a huge thing that I left out of the Master Horizon guide. Honestly, guys, the ability to air strafe with Horizon is huge. The ability to come out of her tactical and land on the ground and start sliding and air strafing is underrated. You can easily out-juke your enemies because of all of this. The movement with Horizon is honestly one of the best things about her, and this air strafing ability really just adds on to that. The ability to air strafe while healing and sliding down hills and that kind of thing is really crucial to Horizon's ability overall to succeed in Apex Legends. So definitely be air strafing as much as you possibly can. And this also goes hand in hand when you're floating at the top of her tactical ability. The ability to air strafe side to side when you're in that tactical floating around is also pretty huge. The second comment comes from Village Hidden in the Hood. Also, a lot of people don't talk about how if you throw the ultimate around enemies, they could be highlighted when around the black hole. This is honestly something I also completely left out of the other guide video because I thought it was pretty obvious, but it is something that you should be aware of. When you have a black hole down on the ground, Horizon can see right through this, and it highlights the enemy as much like a caustic with gas or anyone with a digital threat through smoke. It's really crazy how many kind of little abilities that Horizon is taking from. You know, Horizon has a little bit of now caustic and Bangalore and digital threats all in this one kind of ultimate ability that she gets. So use this in mind. You can definitely kind of use your black hole as a smoke if you need to have some cover, and you will always be seeing through this black hole like it's a digital threat. And this is really an underrated tip. If you got a doorway or something, throw it down and you'll be able to see enemies highlighted. This is just another reason why Horizon is great. The third comment comes from Supreme, and this tip goes hand in hand with tip number 2 that we just talked about. But this is to throw your black hole right on yourself if you're Horizon. Since this black hole acts like a kind of like a smoke, if you're standing right in the center of your own black hole, the enemies won't be able to see you. And on top of that, you can heal while you're standing inside of this black hole, because all that noise, the enemy isn't really going to be able to hear you at all. So while this is very similar to the last tip, just keep this in mind that you can always kind of throw your black hole on yourself to, again, act as a type of cover for yourself. And this will work for your teammates as well. If you got a teammate that's down, maybe you throw the black hole on him so it kind of gives him some cover. Maybe you can go over there and give the res. So there's a lot of kind of creative things you can do with the black hole in terms of using it as like a smoke ability. Tip and comment number 4 is a simple one, but a really good one that I had no idea was a thing. And this comes from Silk Pulse. He says, you can also use your black hole to stop or revive. What a crucial thing for you to be able to do. Say if you hear someone reviving around a rock, around a wall, or through a hallway, you throw the black hole in there, it rips them out of it, and it stops them from getting that person up. This is something that won't be used too often, but it's definitely something you should keep in mind that you can use if you're in a sticky situation. Drop that black hole on an enemy team and it'll rip them out of that revive. Tip number 5 or comment number 5 comes from Unafraid Bacon, and he or she says you can use the tactical to block a door and separate a team so you can deal with a 1v1 rather than a 1v2 or 3. And this is a pretty huge one that I also did not realize when I first made the guide a couple of weeks ago. You can use your tactical right on a doorway, and this prevents any of the other enemies from getting through that doorway because it launches them straight up. This can be really great if you need to pop a heal, because this tactical ability does last on the ground for about 8 to 9 seconds. which is also the same amount of time it could take for you to get a battery off or a cell or a med kit. This means you could have a lot of health back just in the amount of time from that tactical ability covering that door. And this is what I was saying before. Horizon's abilities also come back to a lot of the other abilities in the game. This is just like a caustic blocking a door with a gas canister. Not quite the same effectiveness, but does have the same type of mentality. So use your tactical ability to block a door and prevent enemies from getting into you if you're in a sticky situation. Or as Unafraid Bacon said, you can use it to do a one-on-one rather than a one-on-two or three. Our sixth and final tip comes from Emil Happy, and he again says Horizon's passive also makes her air control better. I can easily do 90 to 180 degree air strafe and bunny hops. Best passive. Totally agree. And the second part of his comment says, by the way, if you get sucked in by the black hole as Horizon, throw your tactical right under you and you can levitate right out of that black hole. I did not realize that the tactical ability would also get you out of that black hole, which can be really great if an enemy Horizon is throwing this black hole on you. And you've probably come across this a few times as Horizon because frankly, there is a lot of Horizons in the game since it is a new character and she is quite good. So as he was saying, throw your tactical on the ground and you can levitate out of a black hole, which is great. On top of this, guys, I just want to add a few other tips for this. You can throw your tactical on the ground if a Bangalore or a Gibraltar ultimate is getting dropped on you. This also gets you away from that danger. And the same thing with a caustic gas. You can drop the tactical right on the ground and float right out of any of that gas. It's really quite incredible how much you can do with just Horizon's tactical ability. So keep all of this in mind. So there you have it, everyone. That is 6 tips for Horizon and Apex Legends. Again, these are kind of a little bit more advanced tips in my opinion. But as always, if you have anything to add, drop a comment down below. I would love to hear some more tips, and maybe I'll make a part 3 for this Horizon kind of mini-series guide I've been doing. I just want to say a big thank you for all the support on the YouTube. If you have any more questions regarding Apex Legends, don't be afraid to stop by one of my Twitch streams. I stream almost daily, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, you can jump into our community Discord. The links are all down below. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the support. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to leave you with some of this ranked Apex Legends gameplay. Thank you so much. Peace out, everyone.
Spotted what we science folk call.
I heard him splash.
Here.
Guy just jumped down too.
Enemy downed. Reloading.
Pushing me.
Oh, got me. I'm absolute.
Reloading. Enemy killed.
Why do these guys just keep dropping like flies? What the hell's wrong with them?
Self-res on me.
Took it.
Oh, no, I'm down.
Down.
I'll pop my res. Just cover me.
Recharging shields.
Where did he shoot you from?
The middle building. I'll try to come in a second. I need a heal.
Oh, now the other team's coming.
Cracked one.
Two down. There's 2 down on that team that pushed us.
Reloading. There, mate.
Burning him. No shields. He's standing in it.
Tossing
No,
an
he has
all-star.
shields. Yeah, it's burning the down guy. One.
Nice.
We took out the whole squad.
That might be another team up there then.
Wow.
This guy's
Whoa.
insane.
Nice.
Singularity deployed. Find the Here's a pick-me-up. Straight down. Reload.
He's coming from mid building.
Where we were? Is that what you're saying?
Ah, that poor
He's over there.
trajectory was more asymptotic than exponential. Didn't
I do. I'll drop it right away. You need shields too. I don't know if you need that, but there you go.
Freshening up with a Phoenix kit.
I'm gonna go look and see if they're fighting low.
Shots look like
They're
low.
looting our bodies. The guy just killed it.
Oh,
looted
shit.
him. He picked up the empty Evo. Wipe.
reloading.
Nice.
All those.
Which building?
That one, I think.
Shall we head this way, darlings?
The other team.
Yeah, I see him.
Numpty here. This could
We're gonna have
get
to kill
I'm
him.
moving to the circle building so I can't get shot. Bloodhound, leg. Bloodhound one. Black holing.
Crack the person behind the wall.
They both cracked them. We're getting pushed by the other team. Backing up as much as I can.
Recharging my shield.
Guy right next to me on this mid.
On the round building. Why are we getting pushed?
Right on me. Right on me.
Pushing me.
They're pushing behind you guys. They're at the care package.
Stay right there, Chris. I'll cover you from here. Right above you. Blue one, too. Nice. Another one. Purple. Absolute. Nice shot. Let's go.
Aye. We downed another.
Yeah, right?
Heal, heal.
My shields.
I'll stay right here. Keep covering you.
Shield
squad.
recharging.
We knocked the life. Oh, okay. Just one guy. We knocked the lifeline, so. He's coming around the corner right here. 104.
Nice.
Oh, that was good, Chris. That was perfect. They focused.
I hit like 120 each time on each of them.
Nice. Yeah.